our next story, November's supermoon will even grander this month. Here's when a super close supermoon will occur this week. The moon will be as close to Earth as it can get this month, fully illuminated for skywatchers, according to the Earth Sky, a science website that provides daily news and information on astronomy and space. The supermoon is set to rise on Wednesday, November 5th, with peak illumination at 8:19 a.m. Eastern Time. It will rise low on the horizon, and like the October harvest moon, it will rise around the same time for several nights. If the weather permits, this visual phenomenon will be low in the sky, making it perfect for photographing or simply taking in the crisp autumn evening sky. So what is a supermoon? The moon's orbit is elliptical or egg-shaped, rather than a perfect circle around the Earth. A supermoon is a celestial event where the moon's orbit brings it closer to Earth than usual. When the moon is full and it reaches its closest point to Earth, it is called a supermoon. As the moon reaches perigee, the point when it is nearest to Earth in its orbit, the moon will appear much larger and brighter. The November 5th supermoon will be the closest in 2025, at roughly 221,817 miles from Earth, according to earthsky.org. That's 2,782 miles closer to Earth than October's supermoon. That was about 224,599 miles, which will make it appear even larger for skywatchers. Your brain makes comparisons between the moon and everyday objects, such as buildings, which are much smaller than the moon itself when it is close to the horizon. The comparison causes your brain to inflate the moon's apparent size, giving the impression that it is enormous. What is a beaver moon? The November full moon has been referred to as beaver moon. The phrase comes from a number of Native American and European customs and mythology. One theory is that beavers construct dams and stockpile food in November in order to get prepared for the winter. Beavers were also trapped in November so that their thick, winter-ready pelts could be used to make warmer clothing, according to NASA. How to get the best view of the supermoon. The moon will appear bigger and brighter when it is low on the horizon than when it's higher in the skyline. Despite being a mental trick, this creates a breathtaking view. Tips for a better view: black, medium, small square. Check moonrise times. Find moonrise and moonset times by checking local listings. Most weather and stargazing apps will have them. Black, medium, small square. Location, location, location. Find a spot away from city lights and other light pollution. Locate the moon in the sky and get comfortable. Black, medium, small square. No lights. Your eyes will need to adjust to the darkness, which could take 15 to 20 minutes. If you miss this month's supermoon, not to worry. The next supermoon will occur next month on Thursday, December 4th. Source: NASA, space.com, earthsky.org, BBC Sky at Night Magazine and University of Arizona, Lunar and Planetary Laboratory. Parts of story were previously published on October 5, 2024. In our next story, 5 German climbers killed in Italian Alps avalanche. 5 German climbers have died after being caught in an avalanche in the Italian Alps, local authorities said on Sunday. The climbers had set out on Saturday to scale Cima Vertana in the Ortlor mountain range near the village of Solda. The avalanche struck as they headed for the summit. The cascade of snow and ice swept away members of 2 separate rope teams. The bodies of 2 men and a woman were recovered on Saturday, while the 2 other victims, a father and his 17-year-old daughter, were found on Sunday. 2 other climbers escaped unharmed. The Ortlor Massif, part of the Italian Alps close to the Swiss border, is a popular destination for experienced hikers and climbers. In our next story, writers' predictions for Chiefs vs. Bills are in, and it's not even close. While most games involving the Kansas City Chiefs are considered must-watch affairs, the truth is that every Chiefs-Bills contest takes things to another level. This year, both teams are fighting in competitive divisions while aiming for conference supremacy, which makes their head-to-head match about more than just edges in playoff seeding. Each team has considerable star power. Beginning at the quarterback position, can Josh Allen get the best of the Chiefs once again in the regular season? Can Patrick Mahomes earn a win before the postseason against the Bills? Can Buffalo stop KC's high-octane passing attack? Will James Cook run over the Chiefs like has everyone else? Here are our predictions for Week 9's matchup between the Chiefs and Bills in Buffalo. The Chiefs skate into the bye week with a win against a battered and bruised Bills team. The Bills try to make a statement by involving Keon Coleman early, but the Chiefs' defensive backs hold strong and deliver a dominant performance. Chiefs 27, Bills 21. It's hard to predict anything but a tight game between the Bills and Chiefs. Strangely enough, this feels like the first time in a long time that the Chiefs come into this matchup as the hotter team. The worst unit in this game is by far the Bills' defense, which is now missing its best player, Ed Oliver. The Chiefs' offense feels primed to take advantage of this matchup, and the Chiefs' defense can hopefully do enough to limit Josh Allen and James Cook. Look for turnovers or stops on fourth downs to be the difference in this game. Chiefs 27, Bills 24. The Chiefs have found their mojo to be sure, but that doesn't mean they're unstoppable. Washington slowed them considerably for a full half, and they've played a lot of bad quarterbacks in recent weeks. I think Josh Allen gets the home field advantage here, and James Cook lives up to his last name. Bills 30, Chiefs 23, we're in for a good old-fashioned shootout. The Chiefs' offense has been on a roll, and against an ordinary Buffalo defense I think they'll feast. Josh Allen and James Cook are the real deal, however, and the Chiefs have always struggled to stop them. Both teams will score plenty of points, but the Chiefs will score more. Chiefs 34, Bills 31. You can argue that the Chiefs and the Bills have both been up and down defensively. There are open plays against each defensive unit each week. In a game that could turn into a shootout, Kansas City has a deeper cast of weapons. The skill players have all been steadily showing up for the Chiefs. That is the difference in a trip to Buffalo this time around. Chiefs 27, Bills 23. The Chiefs' ability to stop the run will be the difference maker in the flow of this game. But ultimately, the Bills rely too heavily on one man while Kansas City has too many playmakers on offense. After this many matchups, Steve Spagnuolo knows how he wants to contain Josh Allen. I like the Chiefs to win this pivotal matchup. Chiefs 36, Bills 30. Oh no, the Chiefs have a losing record to the Bills in the regular season, in the Josh Allen era. Anyways, the Bills' defense is not good, and Mahomes and company should dice them up. The question is, can the Chiefs stop the Bills? They've been on a heater recently, with only 7 points total in the last 8 quarters of gameplay. Josh Allen is a tad better than Geno Smith and Marcus Mariota, but I still think Spags will be in his bag. Chiefs 28, Bills 10. This is the week of the schedule that somehow always circled, yet never seems to go the Chiefs' way for some reason. The Bills, off a bye week, are going to go scorched earth on Kansas City, which means the bend-don't-break defense that Spags has masterfully put together this year is going to have its hands full right off the bat. Luckily, the Chiefs' offense is the best it's been in half a decade, which means this goes right down to the wire like always. Butker kicks a game-winning FG with time expiring to send Buffalo fans home sad once again. Chiefs 34, Bills 31. This Week 9 matchup, or as Bills fans refer to it, the Super Bowl, has all the excitement you could ask for in a regular season game. Does the law of averages prevail in our assumption that the Bills just have the Chiefs' number in the regular season, but the Chiefs will once again take the cake when it matters? Or is the healthy version of the 2025 Chiefs too much for an ailing Bills defense to manage? Josh Allen will inevitably be fired up, as will Patrick Mahomes. I like the Chiefs to stay hot and finally steal Buffalo's regular season thunder behind a big game from the eventual MVP, Patrick Mahomes. Chiefs 37, Bills 33. For the first time in years, the Chiefs are firing on all cylinders on both sides of the ball. They will go into Orchard Park and leave with their first regular season win versus the Bills in over 5 years. Chiefs 33.